Good morning, America. This is your friend, Dr. Turi. Yeah, I kind of rearranged the background so you could see the traumatic experience that I went through following an abduction, planned abduction, I may add, on August 11, 1991, above the sky of Los Angeles. And then what I did afterwards, painting my entire house, to tell you how dramatic it was for me to do that. And then the UFO with my brother, that was November 11, 1981. And then my sister, years earlier, when I dwelt with the man in black, who gave me a headache for weeks after that. Before that, of course, my first introduction to the Greys in the middle of the night when I was a child. And then finally, and might be the last one, I hope. I don't think so. Not with me. But the connection with Draco, our divine connection that took place in 2012 during the solar eclipse. Yeah. All right, now, today's newsletter title is Government UFO's Disclosure Will Never Come. Draco Cosmic Revelation will. Okay, you know, I always say to my students, there are no accidents. Whatever happened to you is not an accident. For me, for example, to lose all my Facebook pages, and thousands of people that were reading all my stuff. For me to be fired again from LinkedIn, it's not an accident. So very often things happen to be very depressive and very negative into your life, when actually it's a blessing in disguise. So in the newsletter that you must read, because there's a lot of information there, there is also a link to my new Facebook page. It's called UFO, The Final Revelation. And I was able to bypass Facebook. I tried for like 2 or 3 days. I've lost all those pages and all these people. But I'm back again, so to speak, with maybe 10 people there. So I'm not going to ask anybody, join me, like I did in the past. Draco told me don't. It's only when the student is ready that the teacher will appear. In other words, what I'm going to do there is to, once you join, to ask as many questions as you have about UFOs and extraterrestrials. Of course, channeling of Draco are going to be kind of mind-boggling, and you will have to take the answers as I channel them, whatever you have in your mind, okay? Much of the answers I will give you may also challenge you completely from what you have heard from other UFO speakers, so be aware of that. It is important to remember that those UFO researchers have a wonderful, phenomenal repertoire of wisdom. They've been working much of their life to gather such important information for you. But, you know, those who, like me, I would mention particularly Travis Walton, have experienced what you call a fifth kind close encounter, and that is pretty rare. And obviously, sudden enough for Travis, he was dealing with the reptilians. He was abducted. In my case, I'm commissioned, which means I'm part of the chosen one, and that's even rare. Okay, and people like me are allowed to channel divine entities. You know, in history, it's been saints, and it's been all sorts of people that made history that channel angels or divine or God knows what. In my case, it's Draconis. His name is Draco. It's a benevolent extraterrestrials, and of course, as I mentioned earlier, you could see with the orbs that came far away and then came into my third eye to get out of my heart. That happened in 2012 during the solar eclipse. And I intend to also prove the reality of Draco in my next UFOs experience, in my next UFO conferences. I will do things after I'm done. And I will just say once, you know, you want to see Draco reality? Okay, I'm going to be there, and then you come and join me. Okay? Nobody do that. Only a crazy guy like Dr. Turi. You watch. All right, now, another thing, a lot of people, including legendary, very famous UFO speakers, firmly believe that the government is hiding facts about UFOs, and they should disclose their existence. So this way we live better, healthier, happier, I don't know. But, you know, with such an avalanche taking place daily, everywhere in the world, do you really need disclosure? Especially when both abductees and contactees, like me, are readily available to share our mind-boggling experiences. Guys, you know, you're going to use critical thinking here. The main reason why the government is not talking is very simple. First, they do not know who the hell UFOs and extraterrestrials are, and they know nothing of their agenda. Be sure of that. So, you know, again, logic dictates that avoiding panic is definitely a good choice. You need to understand also that extraterrestrials cannot and will not care about your position, your accomplishment, your education, your wealth, your intelligence, and will not necessarily knock at the door of the White House and talk to Mr. Trump. What they are after is what you call superhumans. Okay? You have the subhumans, and you could see them. They are very infected, negative, repellent, killers. They end up, you know, committing suicide or killing other people. I mean, these are the subhuman. Okay? And then you have the superhuman, those who are born with a very advanced uranic inherited cosmic UCI. You know, it's like a magnet will attract a piece of wood. They're looking for those very highly spiritual, gifted superhumans. Somehow they vibrate out there on a cosmic speed. So they're interested by these chosen ones, so to speak. So we are very rare, and like in my case, you know, they built that chosen one so that they can safely, physically, psychically, spiritually help in fulfilling their agenda. In my case, now you have the subhuman, you know, speaks dirt all the time, very negative, smokes, drink, kills, steal. That's the subhuman. These are already infected by the reptilians. They are working for the forces of darkness. And then you have those who, like me, works with the Draconis, who basically get their light from the sun. It's the same old story, positive, negative, up and down, black and white, the front, the back, 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 feet, 2 sides of the brain, male, female, the yin and yang, positive, negative. You know, it's a choice. Those two forces are constantly and endlessly battling each other's. All right, so hope you understand. And one of the reasons why the people cannot really understand me is, again, their UCI is not evolved enough. So they cannot enter the archetypal realm of cosmic consciousness. And then even though that I tell them my job has nothing to do with politics or, you know, or bashing Trump or whatever, they still go back at me with freaking politics nonstop. I mean, you could see on Project Camelot, those young souls, immature, they're completely and entirely missing the essence of my spiritual work. So, you know, I collected some of their emails because I answer them, I give information, then they go there, then delete it, and so that don't look stupid. So I collected those and I put it in the newsletter for you to investigate. It's all fun, it's educational, it's entertaining. And it's because of this sad reality the way I am, the way I present myself, the way I say the truth, the undiluted truth as it is. That a lot of these kids, a lot of these insecure people, will perceive me as the freaking bigger egocentric man walking on the planet. And what they do, they don't like me. So they complain nonstop. Some are religious fanatics. I'm going to go to hell. So they want to participate in saving the world. We need to remove this evil guy from Facebook or LinkedIn or God knows all the places that I was in the past. And then that's the result. They tried to get rid of me also on Project Camlet. They didn't succeed, you know. You have to understand that Carrie is a smart lady. And she understands what conspiracy and fear can produce. So she didn't pay attention to their complaint. So, again, I was able to bypass Facebook ban. And I can only rely on you now to make my new Facebook page as successful as another dead page that I cannot write anymore, connect with you or answer you. It's called I Am Alien, UFO Reality. I had about 10,000 or more, 10,000 people that have signed because they were so interested in what Draco was saying. But for some reason, the reptilians came along again and they removed me. Can't go there. So let's make this one, the new one that I have, UFO, the final revelation. Let's make it very successful and let me answer all your questions. Because, you know, as I'm speaking to you, you get entertained and it's interesting, but maybe you have something you want to tell me and you need an answer. So I'm giving you an option to do so on that new website. Okay. That's what it is. Okay. Now, let's see what we have here. You know, young souls do not understand that when you're real, when you have something solid, something that smart people, superhuman, curious, truth seeker can discern, okay? Because I'm not putting everybody in the same bag here. I'm not throwing the baby with the water. Hell, a lot of you are very smart. If not, you wouldn't be listening, okay? And coming back or joining my Facebook page. So you're part of the chosen one somewhere, somehow, okay? So it doesn't matter anyway, because those young souls could never, ever assimilate my cosmic work. They all stuck in their UCI, which is so rational, with, you know, answers with science or politics. They cannot just detach themselves from their conditionment. So, total waste of time to deal with these people. And there's plenty of them. So, when you're real, the Draconians will always stimulate those who vibrate at my cosmic speed, to have a mission to help others, to educate others, to actually reach me. So here it is, coast to coast. I am Dan Heiser, which is George Norrie producer, a good friend of mine. He's also running Wagner Entertainment. And he has this series called Spiritual Awakening. And he invited me. So I'm going to be speaking there. I'm not sure about the title. We're discussing the title, but it could be UFOs, God, Cosmic Divinity, and Universal Consciousness with Dr. Turi, because I'm going to be lecturing at the Unity Burbank Center, which is pretty much like a very spiritual or religious building. It's all for spiritual awareness. So I tend to introduce God Cosmic Design, God Cosmic Divinity, talk about the superconscious, and maybe do a hypnotic session to help people to heal using Draco's power. So that's probably where I'm going to show for the first time the true power of Draco. So if you're in California, that's going to be held September 25th, 2019, 7 to 9 local time. So again, you have all the information and the link on that newsletter which is adjacent to this YouTube video. So click on it and read the information. All right, now let's go back to the sad reality where we are right now. The SOS to the world window, the current window is Platonic. Platonic means death and drama, secret, sex, and all the soup, all the sins and virtue of the human being steered by the reptilians to commit horrible crime or to lose their lives. However, this window is already melting. It's already melting into the first date that I gave to Carrie and other radio show, which happens to be August 14th. August 14th, the window, it will be all about shocking news, earthquakes, explosion, sudden release of energy. And I don't know how many of you are reading the news, but they're pretty dramatic. So we are moving already in that direction. And then as close as we are to that other window, then I will put the right quatrains and the right keywords as always. All right. Now, you also have the link for Project Camelot TV, okay, with Kerry Cassidy and I. You can still click on that and enjoy whatever I said there. Hopefully she will invite me again because time flew and I didn't have time to explain two of my other UFOs experience. But next time we might have to do something different. I don't know, whenever I go there. And I was there 11 years ago. So was there a couple of days ago. A lot of people are enjoying this. So, hey, amen. Thank you, Carrie, again. So let's, again, to remind you that another big guy that is into the ufology, okay, that's Joe Montaldo. Also, I've been in his show many times, and I'm going to go back to him. So that's going to be on the 14th again, right on the day that I'm aware and I'm preparing you for the sudden release of energy and large earthquakes, tsunami, explosion, God knows what. So I'll be on this show again on another window. I picked the last one, the 7th, which was a very, very special window. Whatever you do, say during one of the window will follow you for the rest of your life. So it looks like in the case with Kerry was very progressive. So I'm going to do the same again with Joe on UFO Undercover on August 14th, which happens to be also the last date where I'm offering a free $700 face-to-face Skype reading if you join my next UFO conference on the ship in October. So the 14th is an important date to remember. So basically, preparing as we're moving into that new window, but I have to recap. I have to recap sad enough what happened. I mean, don't really have to, but when I wrote before everything happened, mass shooting, it's gonna get much worse. Prediction. The link is there live for you. You can see the dates. I did not exaggerate it. We had a bunch of people that got killed, and exactly on the day that I did the show with Kerry, we had 4 people that got killed and 2 more injured in Orange County, stabbing spree. We got another lunatic who wanted to do the same thing in a misery Walmart, and this guy is lucky to be alive. Okay, again, I repeat myself, my friend, it will never stop. It can only get worse. So be prepared. In a year and a half from now, you understand me. You're gonna hate me for that, and that may be because I don't get enough help. And then you're gonna see. That's just what it is. Now we have the Mexican trying to, return the money here. Hey, you're hitting me, trying to kill me. I'm going to kill you too. So here we are, shots fired at U.S. border, patrol boat. Says no, safe, and all that because your president is infected. Again. Please get it. Got nothing to do with politics. I don't give a damn who you vote for, who you like or you don't like Trump. I don't give a shit. excuse my French. Maybe you're going to get it this time. Do not harass me with Trumps. You support or you don't. Get the message. Get the essence of my message. Trump is reptilius infected. Everything that comes out of his mouth is mostly aggressive, negative, directed against people. Is a racist. There's no doubt about that. And whose man would take children and take them away from their parents so that he can support his agenda to be re-elected? Because if he doesn't get re-elected, he's going to go to jail. And all the power and all the people behind him are as infected as he is and have no more dignity. That is my view. All generated because of the stars, my cosmic work, and the reptilians who own your president, body, mind, and soul. All right, now, this nasty window talks about famous death. And then again, Jeffrey Epstein has died by suicide. If you believe that, then you believe that you're going to go Mars. No, he did not commit suicide. It's the guys out there. They knew he's a very powerful guy, and he's surrounded by a lot of very infected guys. And, you know, they told him it's either we kill you or you kill yourself. So when you look at it, he did not commit suicide. He was forced to commit suicide. And again, I'm not sure. I don't think so. Draco, he said to me, Louis, no, he did not commit suicide. So I'm trying to give you my own plausible explanation. Doesn't want to say anything else. But when you're in jail, if you're a rapist like he was, you're not going to live long. You're not going to stay there long. Oh, believe me, never been there, got things, I don't want to be there. But that's a super infection of reptilians in there. So there he goes, famous death, I was right. A prison official was found dead at her home hours after an escaped inmate was there. See what I'm saying? A reptilius infected soul will do anything. Oh, you hurt his ego, you hurt the ego of an egocentric man, try to hurt the ego of Trump. You see what you're going to do? You're going to get fired immediately. Okay, so this evil, infected man, you know, went right there, okay, to someone he could not reach. He managed to escape just to kill her. That tells you how infested some people are. Dramatic death during that window. She recorded a rapist confession. Now the Supreme Court could hear it. Okay, again, you know, secret comes to light, all about sex. Reptilians, we got it. Las Vegas security guard plotted attacks on synagogue and in an LGBTQ bar. Again, if we don't ever stop, this guy was stopped at the perfect time for the second time. But how long? How long will the FBI be able to do so? Well, if they check on my windows, maybe they got a tip. However, I mentioned the word FBI on the keywords, and there you go. Be ready, my friend. Be ready. Be ready. The world wonders what's happened to America. Well, what happened to America? You know, maybe I have the answer in the next one. 5G will change your life if you can find it. Well, again, you know, we talked about it, I think, yesterday. All this technology, all these power lines, all these emissions, all these lasers, all these scientific experiments, chemtrail, anything that is poisoning the air, and human being stuck on concrete, on wood floor, on their tire on the highway with no connection to Mother Earth, of course they degenerate. They degenerate. And then what's happening to America? Well, America is a cancer country. July 4, 1776, the tail of the dragon is in Capricorn, in the 7th house of the United States. The 7th house is the public, or how the world sees America. Yeah, and she's cursed. Currently, she's cursed. We'll talk a little bit more about that later on because I made these predictions. Singer Mike Posner airlifted to hospital after being bitten by a rattlesnake. There you go, singer Mike Posner. Chances are you were under one of your negative cosmic biorhythm, but you don't know Dr. Turi. So you made it. You made it, but you were at the wrong time at the wrong place because there are no accidents. This could have been avoided. But unlike you guys, he's not as lucky as you are. He does not know me or follow my directions or my teachings. Bear bites sleeping boy at Utah campground. Again, a few days ago was a little girl being horned by a bison, and then sharks attacks, and then old lady being killed by dogs. And, you have to understand that the reptilians also stimulate the mind of animals and make them much more aggressive. And being at the wrong time, at the wrong place, being bitten by a bear certainly dictates that this kid or this person was under one of his 2019 negative cosmic biorhythm. I can only repeat myself. So maybe you take a chance, and maybe $125 will give you all the up and down all throughout the year that can save your life. If your life is worth $125, I don't know. Can only do so much to help you guys. Flight attendant fired for allegedly being drunk on the clock. Well, again, doing my SOS to the world, deadly window, you do something, is going to follow you for the rest of your life. It's a wake-up call. And then again, maybe she was depressed, or, she had an addictive personality. She was born maybe in January or in October. These are the very strong Neptunian dragon. Still, there is so many variations to why a person could not apply a will not to drink when drinks is there available. Okay, the next thing you know, the reptile is on her body, mind, and soul, and she lost the job. Not good. Watch a rare tornado move through Amsterdam. I don't know how many of you know, but climate change is real. And it's sad enough to make more peseta. Remember, greed, money, power. President Trump has signed off anything that could protect the Clean Water Act, which means millions of salmons are going to die. The water is going to be definitely polluted, and all this for what? For money. That's going to affect the fish industry. Thank you, Mr. President. He doesn't believe in climate change. And then a tornado in Amsterdam? What the hell? Oh, wow. These are, obvious messages that you should be paying attention. Trillions and trillions of ice turning into liquid water every day. Woo. I wonder if I will have enough chances to go to Florida and go and fish. Well, I might as well live in a boat. Let's see. Cop put on leaves after potential home buyers saw framed KKK item in his house. What a stupid idiot. Now, you have to remember, when you're a police officer, FBI agent, the CIA, you have a strong Pluto in your chart. And Pluto rules power. Pluto rules the criminal element. Pluto rules anything and everything that means death, working at night, the underworld, secret, and sex. Pluto is extraordinarily powerful, and it is the main base of the reptilians in our local solar system. So, for this guy, he was lured for power. This is sad. All racists are a very strong plutonic energy in their chart. It's sad. They regenerate with death and drama. Like there is a death wish generation that was before the millennials. Okay, so they're pretty adults now. And these kids, all those kids are doing all this nightmare damage from the Death Wish generation. They're born with Pluto, the planet of death, in the sign of Scorpio, which is ruled by Pluto, and that makes the intensity extremely strong and practically impossible to control. So if you do not educate those children at an early age of the power of Pluto, they're going to be just, victimized by the reptilians. Easy. And that's why, a few years ago, nearly 10 years ago, when I was on George Norrie, and you can watch the TV show from dr.turi.com, I told him, we only have 50 years. We need to go back in the college university, my student and I. We need to educate those kids on their celestial identity, on their UCI, and understand God's cosmic design so that they won't be victimized. Well, that was 10 years ago. A lot of work to be done, my friend. All right, boyfriend kills a nanny and her boss after breakup. Jesus. Must be a young kid. Death Wish generation, probably loaded with drugs, alcohol, certainly very depressed. His life, was very, very tough. There goes my SOS to the world deadly window, and one of his negative cosmic biorhythm, and the reptilians have fun killing everybody. It's all there. But society and science community are not able or willing to accept or assimilate my cosmic work. Terrible. Elderly couple found dead in apartment, murder, suicide after they could not afford medical care. No, it's not sad. It's not sad. The way out, the easy way out. So I guess the last medication was heavy duty medication, painkiller or God knows what. And this is probably how they kill themselves. I don't know. I didn't read it. I don't want to read it. All I know is negative. All I know is reptilians infected, and then I know it clarified and confirmed my SOS to the world deadly window. Shooter is on the run after killing 2 on a Houston freeway. There you go again, road rage. Probably has to be road rage. But this is terrible. And these are young people. Nobody's telling them anything about the stars, about the draconis, about their cosmic biorhythm. You might as well just play Russian roulette every single day by not digging into my work. And it should be mandatory. It should be in every college university, so our kids can control themselves, because who's shooting? It's next. You watch. Sad. 3 children sibling drown after waves overcome them. There you go. My God. You got to be careful if you're going to go close to the water during one of my SOS to the world deadly window. You just don't care. 3 young lives gone. London hit by power outage. Must be joking. This is nothing else than the Russian trying their technology, because that's what they do. They understand that they can win the war by playing with technology. Reptilians infected. Remember, Russia is a Scorpio country ruled and controlled by Pluto. Okay? If that means something to you. It doesn't. It really does to me and my student. Ex-Olympian charged with attempted murder. Lost his career, this one. Sex abuse case against actor can go forward. Again, sex, murder. Tom Bradley. I couldn't come to grip with fact that my son didn't like sport. Tell you what, Mr. Tom Brady, you may be rich, you may be successful, but you're an idiot. You do not know that you have nothing to do with your parents or your kids. Your kid UCI or unique celestial identity is totally different than yours. And if he doesn't like sport like me, don't like sport, I like boxing. Well, no, you would never see me in a football game. But, you know, that means he's spiritual. That means intellectual. And then that's where the power is. So, you know, it doesn't matter your name, your education, your position, your accomplishment, you're an idiot. You're not cosmic conscious. That's what it comes down to it. So you have to come to grip that your son is different. It has nothing to do with you, at least at the psychical level. The only thing is, if you try to push him in a direction that is not meant to be, or he doesn't want to be, then that's going to be a problem for him and for you. London hit by power outage following national grid failure. I go, well, again, you know, that's national grid failure. You know, the British are pretty smart cookies. The natural engineers are very smart. It's definitely a failure that it was induced. This is a terrorist act, because I know my work. I know my cosmic wisdom is real. I know Draco is real, and I know the keywords mentioned terrorist attack. That is a terrorist attack, cyber welfare. Walgreens will close about 200 US stores. Sears and Kmart are closing these 26 stores. Postal Service losing billions and delivering fewer packages as it burns cash. Whoa, my friends. Last year I wrote, large corporations will go belly up and forced to close their door or experience a full restructure. You know what? Let me explain something that might help you. President Trump, again, not political. Leave me alone with your politics. You can try to follow me, get me, okay? Trump he was born with the tail of the dragon, which is a very nasty negative energy into the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius rules foreigners, foreign land, foreign affairs, religion. You heard me a million times. But you know what foreigners rules too? Sagittarius, he rules also pet. You ain't going to see Trump with a pet in the White House, because you don't know. He doesn't like pet. Okay? Secondly, Sagittarius rules wide open space. Nature, in other words, green, plants, anything to do with canyons, river. There goes the Clearwater Act that he neutralized for this. I'm not making it up because I don't like Trump. I don't give a damn about Trump or politics. I'm explaining his UCI. And because you have given the voice and the power to this man, which runs the most powerful country in the world, my predictions are now obvious. Okay? He's a racist. He's his stars. He's not going to bring luck in anything and everything related to higher education. Understand, Sagittarius rules college university. Trump is not very educated. It's all on his tail. I didn't give you those details because I don't know if you can get it. But I mean, if I give you enough information, maybe you're going to build enough cosmic consciousness and realize, I know what the hell I'm talking about. And you should follow up, and you should learn, and you should share. Most of all, share. Did you learn something today? Hope you do. Well, that's what it is, my friend. That's what it is. I can only do so much to help you, but you know, you need to not only pay attention, but you need to want to. And again, you know, I can only go back to the rules. You know, it's only when the student is ready that the real teacher will appear. Now you may think, Wasim, I'm an egocentric. You may think, Wasim, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Ask him what the hell you want. I don't care. I'm here to fulfill a mission. And if I can help one person today out of the hundreds of thousands of people that will see this video, then I did a good job. I'm happy about that. And the question now remains, what did you give the world today, my friend? Okay, what did you give the world? Give Dr. Turi. If you think you have nothing to give, you got a hell of a lot to give. Give my cosmic wisdom. Help me beat the reptilians. All right, my good friend. God willing, make it a beautiful day. Talk to you again sometime.